Hey, and welcome back, Brad Tragick once again with 14 bands. Before I start, a little update on what's going on with the channel things. It is a Sunday. It's kind of a random day for me to do videos. I'm going to be doing a couple ones just to kind of give you a taste of the new lineup of what's going to happen. But those will be released today, and then I'll work on days I'm set up. Right now, like I'm thinking about doing. I have one picture made. I gotta make some more pictures. I haven't got the pictures made. I know I'm slacking. But I did find a website to do it on. I was doing it on Picnic. Well, Picnic is no longer there. Thank you, Google, you son of a bitches. Anyway, and you can't even use it on Google. I don't even know what the hell. I tried to find. Okay, here's the thing. Let's just be straight up on it. I got the flavor here. I'm putting it down. This is what I'm gonna do a rant on this in a little bit. I'm gonna do an extra video today because I haven't did rants in a long time, and rants are going to be random videos because I don't have them all the time. But I'm gonna have a rant in a moment. Um, but here we go. Um, so the channel lineup is gonna look like this so far. I'm thinking about Monday, because I'm off 3 days. So I'm gonna be doing probably a couple videos on those days and then spreading out the other videos because I don't want to have so much content that people are going, ugh. But then like I want to have enough content for people to want to watch. So tell your friends, about me if you like movies, you like music, you like pro wrestling. And pro wrestling mainly is a big staple in this show, but I do love music. I will talk about music. Or, I just said that. We'll talk about movies. So Monday, I'm thinking about it being Movie Madness Day. So Movie Madness is going to be, I believe, the Monday thing. Tuesday will be the Crazy Wrestling Review by yours truly. Um, it will happen. Now the way I thought about doing it, like the night of and the day after, but I have a good reason, and I'll describe that when I first do my video for the very first time as the new format. So there you go. Um, I'm looking at maybe Thursday being maybe the 14 bands day. Um, Maybe a Friday. I don't know. Probably one of the days that it's going to be like an awkward day because it's probably going to be a day that, like I said, a lot of videos are probably going to happen like when I come home. I'll probably record them real quick, come in, and then, edit them real quick. I mean, it won't be hard once I get the pictures done and everything, and once I find, the right format and how to do them, and it's not going to take very long for me to do them. Come in, drop the audio, put the picture, there you go. So it'll be really, really quicker, and I'll be able to put a lot more videos out, unlike what I have been in the past. So now that I've killed 3 minutes of your time, there you go. So right now, that's what I'm looking at. Like I said, I got the movie review on Monday, Crazy Wrestling review on Tuesday, which basically give you a time to reflect. And then I'll talk about TNA probably from the week before. That's probably how I do it. That's usually how I've been doing it anyway. I'm not gonna do this whole TNA review. They don't deserve that much. They're getting better though, I will admit. And then Thursday will probably be the 14 bands. Right now, looking at doing. I want to do like a regular news thing, but yeah. And I don't know, like I don't really watch the shows that are like super popular, or I would do like a television review show too as well. I don't really. So there we go. We got the movies, we got the 14 bands, and then we got the Crazy Wrestling review. So what else is there? Well, there's something else, and there's probably going to go up on possibly Friday. Will be maybe a good time to put it up because it will be give time, for some of the news to come in on my newsletter that I get. And if you don't get that, I'll let you know. It's hard to find. I've even tried to search for it, but somehow I'm on the list. So if you like the news that I do here in the next video, definitely go and if you're not watching this video, you want to know. But I'll explain real quick. But definitely go check them out, as that's probably where I'm going to get most of my source, and I will tell them. I will give them credit and try and find the link to that so I can give them credit. Um, so if you want that content, you can go get it. But I'm not going to talk about everything. They give you like results from like they give results from Lockdown, the TNA pay-per-views, results from the WWE pay-per-views. Basically, tell you like basically the gist of what happened. If you want to find out like who won between Donkey Jr. and Super Shark or something, you can go and find out your damn self on the website. So, that's basically what everybody does anyway, though. They want to know every single match. You actually go to, WWE.com or, TNAWrestling.com or ROHWrestling.com, which, let's not go there. So there you go. Looking to have the Crazy Wrestling Review, I might kind of infuse a little bit of news into there too at some point. That may be something I start. Also thinking about maybe doing a daily log. I don't know how that's going to work, but maybe. I don't know. But anyway, let's get on to the 14 bands after I killed 5 minutes. I'm sorry. 14 bands. Basically an all mainstream list. I did this crazily at some point yesterday. Or today. Yeah. Anyway, when I got home this morning. Yeah, that's it. Norah Jones, number 1. Some people may know who she is, but she's not really in the mainstream to where some of the younger people now, they might know she is, because there is a lot of online ads. I do notice that for her. So if you don't know who Norah Jones is, she's definitely worth to check out if you like just like pop artists that are like really good singers. Come Away With Me is one of her songs she had. And this is something different that I will start adding. Back in the day, I used to give you a song, and I used to give you a link. So from now on, I'm probably going to give you, and if it's like a lesser known band or an underground band, I'll give you a link to their website from now on. But like I said, I'm going to do research beforehand, before 14 minutes, and really give you something like, because basically before I do the videos, I already have the list already, it's ready. All I can do is copy it and put it in the description box. So it's just ready to go. So Norah Jones, definitely check her out. Number 2, Carrie Underwood. Definitely check out Carrie Underwood if you've never heard her music, country music. I can say star. She's a star. She's huge now. Came from American Idol, I believe, season 4, 3, something like that. But her big song when starting out was "Jesus Take the Wheel." She was really good. I honestly think, between her and Kelly Clarkson, I actually think she's probably the best one to come out of American Idol. I do like Kelly Clarkson. And I'm not going to say anything else about her because she's later on in the list. So there you go. Carrie Underwood, definitely check her out. And I like her because she's actually a good country girl that I can, like a country chick that I can listen to, like I like to say, because there's not too many of them. There's a few of them, like some other people that I can't mention that I'll probably put on the list later, that I don't really care for. Shania Twain, I think I mentioned her before. She's okay. But I like, how could you say you listen to Shania Twain? This is kind of rough, Anyway, next one is Candlebox. Candlebox came out in 93, I want to say 92, 94, somewhere around then. And they were around in the grunge era. And I mean, they're really good. I get them confused with Collective Soul. So if you're a fan of Collective Soul, I'm not talking about Collective Soul right now. I think I've already talked about them in the past anyway. But if you've heard Collective Soul, you'll probably like Candlebox. They're basically kind of like the same. And actually, I believe I don't know if he's still in Godsmack or not. I want to say the original drummer came back now in Godsmack, but he was in Godsmack. I think he's still in Godsmack. The drummer for Candlebox is in Godsmack now, I believe. So he's a really great drummer, and the band is amazing. So if you've never heard Candlebox, definitely check them out. If you just want a good band, they're nothing great, but they're a very good band, to check out. Something you can put on and chill out to. They come out with CDs periodically. They had one I think in 2008 that I saw real quick when I was researching the stuff, and they just came out with one just recently. They have a new album out in 2012. So it seems like about every 3 or 4 years they come up with a new album, and then probably go on tour on the album and try to make money and go to the studio again. Number 4, I know I put him on here before because he's I can't talk at all. I know I put him on here before because he's one of my favorites. So Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson. That's how the rednecks say it. Great. I love this guy. I love him. Everything he does, I love. If you are not a fan of Marilyn Manson because it's what he's done in the past, he's calming down. He's not as crazy as what he used to be. He's going to be our Ozzy Osbourne of my generation. He will be my Ozzy Osbourne of my generation because he's the guy who's going to be socially accepted, I think, probably 5 years from now. People will actually start to accept him after, all the, I don't know what you call them, baby boomers or the let me say, the elder generation, once they have passed and once they have basically, they don't really have much say in society anymore, I think Marilyn Manson will be acceptable. Because, he did all those songs in the past, Antichrist Superstar and all that stuff, but now he's tamed down. He's starting to change his style a little bit. I don't know how to explain what he's doing though. I know he was kind of leaning toward electronic at one point, but I don't think he's electronic now. I don't know. He's just basically rock now, so he's kind of toned down and stuff. But he's really good though. Marilyn Manson, the new CD is called Born Villain. That's why he's on here. He has a new CD out. Born Villain. It kind of caught me by surprise. I didn't think this was to come out until like October on Halloween or something, but I guess he released it early because I thought that's what he said on that metal show when he talked to them about Born Villain. But I gave it Born Villain as the song. Yeah. Wasn't too sure about that. I don't remember I don't think I really liked that song, but the other songs on there, amazing. Almost all the songs are amazing that I listen to. I mean, they're pretty good. I just kind of listened to some tidbits of them online. Let's definitely check that out. Next one is Keane. This band, I'm not a fan. I'll admit, I'm not a fan of Keane. Don't like Keane. Probably will never like Keane. Basically, I believe they play a lot of piano, and the dude sings over it. They're probably like a soft rock band. If you're into that, if you're into like Yellow Card, bands like that, you'll probably definitely like Keane. Keane was actually hugely popular. They had a big hit. It says Somewhere Only We Know, but I don't think that's the song they had popular. That's the song I'm putting on the list. But that is I don't think that's the song. So definitely check out Keane. They're really good. Woo! They're a really good band. You always get entertainment when you watch Brad Tragick. That's what I'm telling you. So definitely check out Keane. All right, so number 6 is Kelly Clarkson. Woo! Number 1, the first American Idol winner, and by far she's pretty good. I just think Carrie Underwood kicked her ass in being popular as being a winner. There's people that didn't even win, didn't even make it to the final 4. They're probably better than anybody on there. But, yeah. Then again, he completely changed his style. He got into the mainstream. Chris Daughtry, you son of a bitch. Anyway. So Kelly Clarkson had songs since You've Been Gone. I was trying to remember the first song she had, and I could not remember. She had a lot of hits. I mean, she's had a lot of hits. Since You've Been Gone, Stronger. Stronger confusing me with like Christina Aguilera, so I don't know what the hell her first song was, but Since You've Been Gone's a really good song. I actually don't mind. I don't know if I should admit this though. I actually like Kelly Clarkson. She's actually a really good singer. I like her songs. She knows how to. Well, I don't know if she puts them together, but whoever puts them together for her, they put them together pretty good for her because she has a lot of good hits and she can sing them. So definitely check out Kelly Clarkson if you like pop. If you've never heard her before, definitely go check her out. Because she's not really too much in the mainstream anymore. Somewhat. I know she was talking shit about American Idol, and people were saying, "Oh, you shouldn't talk about the mouth that feeds you." It's like, I'm sure they don't feed her anymore. That's all I'm saying. And American Idol, it's not the same American Idol. I didn't even know it was still going on. I mean, I knew it was on TV still, but I didn't know it was like going on at this time on television. The Voice came on and ended before American Idol ended. How is that? It's like, seriously, American Idol drags on for way too long, and it's stupid anyway. It's like, I'll have like 5 favorites, and none of them will make it to like the top 10, so it's like retarded anyway. Not even worth watching anymore. Next one is Flo Rida. I know, you're saying, why do you put Flo Rida on the 14 bands? Everybody knows who Flo Rida is. Well, if you haven't, I wanted to put him on there. And I always want to put, tell my opinion about the music too. So it's kind of like a critic review too. So I'm going to tell you to check him out. And I'm also going to give my thing. Flo Rida is amazing. He's not that rapper that you hear every day. He's a rapper that comes on there and tries to appeal to everybody. He did Right Round, and that's freaking an amazing cover. I love that song anyway, because, Marilyn Manson did it. So it's just got that tie-in, 14 bands. Marilyn Manson did that song. And then Flo Rida did that song just recently. It's like, whoa, that is awesome. That is so awesome. Marilyn Manson did it for a soundtrack, actually, by the way. I think he released it on... Actually, no, I don't think he released it on that either. which surprised me. I don't think it was on the best of Manson when he released it. I think it was on not another teen movie, maybe. I don't know. He released it on some movie. I can't remember what it was. It was when I was in high school, so it's been a while. But Flo Rida, if you haven't heard Wild Ones, definitely go check out Wild Ones. Right Round. I can't remember what the other one, the one he had the first hit with. Can't remember. Definitely check out Flo Rida though. LMFAO. I know. Stop it, Brad. Quit putting these mainstream bands on here. Sexy and I know it. Do I need to say more? LMFAO is awesome, but I don't think they're going to be around forever. If they can pull out hits out of their ass for the next 10 years, or for the next 5 years, then they'll be remembered. But I just see them coming out with probably like one more album, having 3 albums out, and then fading off into the sunset. Even if they don't fade off into the sunset now, because they've already had 2 albums out, I believe. I think. But, yeah, and their first album, I think, bombed. Because I look back and I see, like, they had a first album, and this is the second album, I believe, they have out. So, the first one bombed. So, I don't see much of a future for LMFAO, but they're really good. So, definitely check them out. Check them out while they're popular, while they're relevant. Next one is Gotye, and I do not know what genre of music this fits in. I'm going to take a wild guess, so nobody, like, yell at me because I put them in the wrong genre. Gotye, Gotye. So do not yell at me if I put this in the wrong genre. I think it's indie music. It's pop music right now. Like, it's the odd music. You're like, huh? I can't even explain it. Somebody that I used to know, I believe, is the song they had. I don't know what the song that's out right now it's called, but that's what I got. Somebody that I used to know is the song title. Gotye, really, but it's hard to explain what kind of music they are. I would explain them as indie music. Kind of like, I can't even explain it. It's like weird. Like, it's really good though. I mean, the song, the single that they have out is really good. But I'm not sure like how like the whole album would go. But they actually had a couple songs out that is really good. So definitely check them out. You might like them. They're kind of indie. If you like the indie music or kind of you just like pop music in general, check them out. You might like them. At least check out their singles. Then we got CKY. Okay, so CKY is a flash from my past because CKY was in the CKY videos, which is basically the beginning of Jackass. And a lot of people who were hardcore, like Jackass fans, who loved it to death. Bam, like Viva La Bam, I think is basically the generation that went back and was really trying to find those CKY videos. And at that time, they had become kind of rare. So, and they're not really rare now. You can go get them online. I think you can get them for like $5 on Amazon used. So, which is not a bad deal. So they have a new CD out. CKY has a new CD out. So that's why they're on here. Their first single, I believe, that really got popular was Escape from Hellview, and I think it was one of the themes on one of the shows. It may have been Jackass. But the song's really good. I think I'm having BAMs actually. But they were always talked about. They were the videos. They had CKY videos in the past that would have CKY songs, and they would do like Jackass type of stuff. So if you like CKY and you like Jackass, definitely go check out those videos. If you've never heard any of this and you like Jackass, more likely you'll like the CKY videos. So go and get the CKY videos. They're cheap. And you'll crack your ass up. Now I will say their humor is a little bit adult oriented, so they cuss and there's some stuff that's like really out there. But yeah, that's where it started. And actually, you see the start of Bam beating up his dad in these videos. If you find the right one, I don't remember. There's like 4 of them out, I think. I think there's 4. There may be more. I think there's about 4, 3 or 4. So definitely check out CKY. They're like punk music, by the way. They're like I'm just trying to think of the band. I can't think of it. Anyway, they're punk. I'm trying to think of that one band that's out right now. They just came out with a new album too. Anyway, moving on. CKY, check them out. Scott Weiland is my next person. I believe he's number 12. He is the singer of Stone. Oh, the paper went in my face. You don't want me to talk like that. I want to talk like this. Preview of what the video is going to become. Scott Weiland, the singer for singer of Stone Temple Pilots, and formerly of Revolver. I don't know what I was going to say. He does have some solo albums out. If you've never heard them, you might want to go check them out. They're pretty good. He actually has a track on the new Avengers on Assemble. I think that's just the movie soundtrack. I don't know what the hell it is all about. But I guess it's the movie soundtrack. There's like a bunch of bands doing songs, so I think it's called Avengers, the movie soundtrack. But anyway, it's called Avengers Assemble. It's a new CD that's out. But he has a song called Breathe on there. You can go check that out, or you can go check out his old track. He's got a couple track, or ba 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 ba. He's got 2 CDs in the past. I believe in the early 90s, like right after Stone Temple Pilots kind of broke up, or he took a break at one point and did one like that. And then after Stone Temple Pilots broke up, I think he did another album, which was kind of more bluesy. So definitely check out those albums. Basically like rock, but they're, like I said, the one kind of more bluesy. That's been Scott Weiland. He's got a good range on his voice, but you know what he's gonna sound like. Then one of the last ones is Chris Cornell. Chris Cornell actually has a new CD out that came out a while back, and I didn't know he had a new CD out. It was actually pretty recent. It has a book called Songbook, a CD, audio CD, son of a bitch, called Songbook. It's amazing. What I hear. Just by looking at the track list, it's pretty good. It's basically, I think, him doing songs from his bands that he's did throughout the years, doing them acoustically, and people were saying, in the reviews, that it was really, really great. Didn't really get to hear any of this, but I have heard his solo stuff, and if you haven't heard his solo stuff, like just by himself on an album, it's really good. He has a song called "Can't Change Me" that was on one of his popular, I think it's Euphoria Morning is the name of the CD. He came out with. I did have that for a while. It's actually a really, really good CD. If you like Soundgarden, if you like Soundgarden with a lighter feel, there you go. That's the CD for you, because it's basically just Chris Cornell by himself with a band, playing stuff. So really good. Definitely check that out. The last band on the list is Taproot. Amazing band. If you've never heard Taproot, I'm pretty sure I put them on there. It's not the last band. I have another one. Taproot, and the first song they came out with was Again and Again, that really got the people talking. And I remember going to Ozfest and seeing them. I believe it was 2001 they were there. I could be wrong, 2002 maybe. But they were there, and they had the CD gift was out at the time. I know one of my buddies got signed by Taproot because they were really hugely into them. But they've kind of waned. But I'm a huge still fan of Taproot. They're really good, and their styles kind of vary from each CD now. And they have a new CD out. I don't know. I keep saying they have a new CD out, but I don't have the titles for it. Sorry. I didn't feel like that was needed, because this is basically to tell you about bands. So, yeah. Again and Again is one of the big songs from Gift. So definitely go check that out. But there's a lot of great songs on the first CD Gift. And the new one is called something. It sounds like there's like computer voices in the background. It's really weird, but I'll support them. They're good. The last band is Counting Crows. Do I really need to say much about Counting Crows? If you haven't heard Counting Crows, go check them out. They're a great band. They're not I'm not hugely a fan of them, but if you haven't heard Counting Crows, you need to hear them. They're a band that's, going to be remembered for years to come. So definitely check them out. Yeah, so just definitely check them out. So thank you for watching. That has been 14 bands, and get ready for a new video. And while this is loading up, I will call and wish my mother a happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Mothers out there. All you mothers out there. Oh, you can say the F word. You're retarded. Sorry about the cursing, moms. But yeah, I'm just going to stop. I can't talk at all. Bye, people. Continue to watch. Subscribe. Comment. Thank you.